Good morning to you all guys and dear students. Welcome back to the class. Today 8th October 2020 Thursday. Have a nice day to you all. Come back again to your textbook in English reader Flamingo, the fourth lesson, The Rat Trap by Selma Lagerlof. English reader prose lesson. About the author, Selma Lagerlof, 1858 to 1940, was a Swedish writer whose stories have been translated into many languages. A universal theme runs through all of them, a belief that the essential goodness in a human being can be awakened through understanding and love. This story is set amidst the mine of Sweden, rich in iron ore, which figure large in the history and legends of that country. The story is told somewhat in the manner of a fairy tale. Main expressions from the text. Keep body and soul together means to remain alive or to support oneself. Plots along the road means walks doggedly and slowly with heavy steps along the road. Impenetrable prison means impossible to pass through. Asked his way means entered so easily or moved with ash. Things have gone downhill means misfortune has crushed him or suffered downfall, fallen on bad times. Hunger gleamed in his eyes means his eyes showed his hungry state. Unwanted joy means unaccustomed joy or now and sudden joy. Nodded a haughty consent means agreed proudly with a gesture of head or shook head proudly. Fallen into a line of thought means given his thoughts in a particular direction or looked lost in serious thinking. Now, the lesson is like this. Once upon a time, there was a man who went around selling small rat traps of wire. He made them himself at odd moments from the material he got by begging in the stores or at the big farms. But even so, the business was not especially profitable, so he had to resort to both begging and petty thievery to keep body and soul together. Even so, his clothes were in rags, his cheeks were shrunken, and hunger gleamed in his eyes. No one can imagine how sad and monotonous life can appear to such a vagabond who plods along the road left to his own meditations. But one day, this man had fallen into a line of thought which really seemed to him entertaining. He had naturally been thinking of his rat traps when suddenly he was struck by the idea that the whole world about him, the whole world with its lands and seas, its cities and villages, was nothing but a big rat trap. It had never existed for any other purpose than to set baits for people. It offered riches and joys, shelter and food, heat and clothing, exactly as the rat trap offered cheese and pork. And as soon as anyone let himself be tempted to touch the bait, it closed in on him, and then everything came to an end. The world had, of course, never been very kind to him, so it gave him unwanted joy to think ill of it in this way. It became a cherished pastime of his during many dreary ploddings to think of people he knew what had let themselves be caught in the dangerous snare and of others who were still circling around the bag. The glossary from this part. Rat trap means trap used to catch rats or a small cage to catch rats. Odd means unusual. Resort means recourse. Profitable means gainful. Petty thievery means stealing trivial things. Rags means torn and old clothes. Sunken means hollow. Monotonous means dull. Vagabond means a vagrant. Meditations means serious thoughts. Riches means wealth. Entertaining means amusing or interesting. Existed means had objective reality. Pork means pig meat. To set baits means to offer food to entice animals as prey. Shelter means lodging. Exactly as means really in the same manner. Tempted means enticed. Came to an end means finished. Of course means admittedly. Ill means harm. Cherished pastime means nurtured entertainment. Snare means trap. Dreary ploddings means depressing, slow and heavy walk. Circling means hovering. Prodigy means Dalia here. Trudging means walking slowly and with heavy steps. And sore faces means faces showing anger. Note down these word meaning from this lesson. These all things about the author, main expressions from the text or glossary of these first 3 passages in your fair notebook and read this paragraph thoroughly. Have a nice meeting to you next day. Thank you.